I just gotta be honest with you. I feel like such a fool. It's only recently that I realized that everything I've desired, everything that my soul needs, it's only recently that I realized that it was right in front of me the whole time and that it was you. And now my whole world is just dark because the light has gone. And I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how I can get you back in my life. I know the very first thing that needs to change is my shyness when it comes to my level of vulnerability, of letting you in. I know that's the first thing that needs to go. I'm just so new to opening myself up to wanting to love. I didn't think that it was in the cards for me, especially with my history and what I've experienced growing up. It just didn't seem possible. And then when I met you, everything was happening so fast. I was discovering feelings that I didn't know I could have. I was repressing feelings that were strange to me. I didn't understand myself and what I was feeling, and I didn't understand you and what you were giving. And I realize now that it was the love that I wanted so much that I ended up running away from. And you know what the wild thing is? I didn't even want to. There was a part of me, I can see it so clearly. There was a part of me that absolutely wanted to cannonball into your love and just drown in it. But this other part of me, it was rejecting it, and I was so confused. I didn't know what to do, and the emotional turmoil that resulted from it, it was just so much chaos. And I felt like the best thing I could do was to let you be free of me, honestly, because you're not supposed to be my life guide. You're not supposed to be my coach. You're not supposed to be my mother. You're supposed to be my girl. And I couldn't be the man that you needed me to be at that time because of this war within me. And eventually, the casualties of war is what drove that wedge between us. The casualties of my own war within me caused a separation and a blockage between us. It was me I see now. I had become so used to blaming other people that I didn't even realize until recently that I was the problem. And now that I've realized it, I want to just correct everything. Not only what you and I have been through, but what I've been through in my entire life. I want to just reshape, refocus, and reevaluate what I believe has happened to me, because I feel like all of that is the reason that I didn't give myself to you the way that I should have. The reason I was scared to give myself to you. If I'm being just 100% honest, even now, even after all these revelations and all these aha moments, that I'm still kind of scared. But the desire is much higher than it was before. And I feel like that war within me has somewhat subsided. And as the dust settles, I can see more and more clearly that it was just in the way of you. I was in the way of us. I think about you all the time. I think about the good times. I think about the bad times. I think about how I want more good times and how I wish I could change the bad times into good times, and what was going on at that time, what was in my mind, what was happening that made them bad times. And I realize again that a lot of it was me and the way that I allowed my mind to just run free and tell me things about me and about you that I didn't feel were true, but I just believed because I believed me, because I've been with me the longest. Does this make sense? I know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to make sure that I convey it correctly. What I'm trying to say ultimately is that I was being selfish. I was only thinking about me when I should have realized that you were making me better. You were helping me. You were illuminating my world. You were so good to me. I knew I didn't deserve it. And so I just gobbled up all the love and attention that you gave me. But because I was in this war, it didn't have the right chance to fill me up, because the war made me a black hole. And in order to try to fill that, I needed more. I wasn't satiated at the time when and I realized that it was so wrong. And that at the end of the day, I was just being selfish and in my own way. I should have made you a priority. I should have focused on you instead of focusing on myself. I should have put your needs ahead of my own. I realized the grave mistake that I made, and I'd love an opportunity to make things right between us, to show you that you weren't the problem, that I was the problem, and that I've solved it, or at least I'm very, 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 very close to solving it, which gives me a confidence boost to say, hey, you know what, even though I'm scared to put myself out there still, I'm more in a position to do it now than I ever have been before. And that's just from realizing that I let love slip right through my fingers. I was only taking from you and not giving back. And there's only so much that somebody can take of that imbalance. And I'll be honest with you, I rode it until the wheels fell off, because I was sick in my ways, and your love was the prescription. Too much too soon, and I just OD'd on you. And so I tried to create this separation so I could rebalance myself. But it was too little too late. I had become addicted to your love without the proper prioritization within my own life to keep you in the position you deserve to be in, to continue feeling like you should give me that love. I put you in a tough position, and you may have had to make some tough decisions. And when you couldn't make those decisions because of how you felt about me, I had to make that decision for you, because I realized that I was causing you more harm than good. But now, with all this learning that I've been doing, I'm not the same man that I used to be. I'm not the same man that you had to protect yourself from. I'm not the same man that I felt like I had to protect you from myself. I'm not that man anymore. I'm different. I'm better. And I feel like I'm the man that you deserved me to be. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't put my best foot forward the first time. But I've changed, and I'd love a second chance. I can't see my future without you. If I'm being honest, I refuse to see my future without you. I can't even concoct a vision in my head that doesn't involve you. And so that's what this message is about. Pleading with you, telling you I understand that I messed up. I understand that I took advantage of your love and I didn't reciprocate. And I'm telling you here and now that I'm ready to correct that. I'm ready to be the man that both of us know I can be. I guess I just needed the motivation of not having the thing, the one, the person, the you in my life anymore. And it's messed up to say that. It sounds messed up out loud, but I heard this saying a lot. One, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And two, if you love something and you let it go, if it's meant to be, it'll come back to you. And I'm coming back to you. And I'm telling you that I feel like we're meant to be. And I know you feel it too, that we got something special. And I'm just asking you to just give me one more chance. I know that the position I left us in wouldn't grant me that on its own. I'm asking you to forgive me and see and feel and hear that I'm different, and to allow that to grant me that opportunity. I hope and I pray that someday you'll be able to forgive me, and then I pray that someday we'll get back together. And I can give you in return the love that you gave me that turned me into this man today. From the very beginning, you made me feel like a winner. I just didn't feel like within myself that I was that. And so I had to go and become that. I just wish it didn't take me separating from you. But it did. But I'm here now. And I want you. What do you say?